All right, folks. So I just want to take a quick couple minutes before we head out this morning to, talk to us and encourage us as teachers, especially those in the Bardica area, Region 7, to come out and support in our strike action today. We've had the privilege of being out yesterday, and I must admit that, part of me really wish that we had more persons out, and it would have controlled the current narrative and the fear tactics that are being used. Like, for example, some of the things that I've heard from members, and even some persons who went out yesterday, they are intimidated to the fact that, you know, to the fact that some persons are afraid because they're living in teachers' apartment that they're going to lose their apartment. Some persons are afraid that they're on the gold scholarship because if they take part in the strike, they're going to lose, they have been threatened in some form or kind that the government will not pay, continue to pay for the courses. Uh, these are, and also there's something out, I don't know if it's fake news or not, because talking about the discipline of teachers and them letters, day after day, 1, 2, 3, strike out kind of way. All right. And I gotta believe that's fake news because, that doesn't follow the rules and the laws that dictates how discipline is meted out in our profession. So, these are things that really gets under the skin of individuals, and while I may stand before you and you know I might not have the same sense of fear like others, I must recognize that character building is an ongoing process, you understand? And I may have passed that stage whereby I'm intimidated by those things. You understand? But then I remember, then I remember that I was younger and there are things that I used to fear that I fear no more. And it all comes back to this one thing. Each individual must come to a point whereby they know their worth and they know their value. And as a professional, it is very, there's a certain level of standard that you must have for yourself. That, persons must not intimidate you by, especially when it comes to the matter of bread and butter. That is modern day slavery. There's nothing else to describe that. You understand? When somebody can manipulate you on your basic fundamental rights and needs, you understand? Such as living, such as earning, you understand? When you're doing it honestly, when you've been a very faithful and good worker, you understand? And somebody gonna use you standing for your rights, you understand? And use and hold a house over you, hold your studies over you. That is great manipulation. And I think that at some point you need to come to the understanding that I have to know my worth and I will not allow man to do this to me. And I'm telling you today that you have to be encouraged because you're not in this alone. If that fear exists, it doesn't exist for you alone. There are many others, but I'm saying tonight or today, a matter of fact, that we need to unite. In unity, there's strength. I think if it was Coffee alone back then, he would have been afraid to even revolt. But because he got the support of many, not necessarily all, but many, you understand, he went out bravely, bravery, bravely. It's touching on that word. But the point I'm saying to you is that your courage, your strength comes in us standing united. But at the end of the day, you have to know your worth and do not allow anyone to hold your basic needs as a means of controlling you. I don't know. I do not have answers to all the problems. I cannot say to you that they will not try to stop your salary. You understand? I will not say to you that they will not try to bar your goal payments. I will not say to you that they will try to make moves to, intimidate you. I will not make promises that they will not write you letters. I have no control over that. But what we have control over is one, we recognize our worth and we're willing to stand for others to respect it. I could tell you that you have the support of the union, and the union is just not me, but the union is all of us as teachers, because we all contribute to the union in some form or kind. And I'm telling you once again that this strike is legal. I have posted a number of documents for you to read so that you could have an insight. I hope you had an opportunity to listen to the Minister of Labor and his presentation about the legality or the illegality of the strike. All right. But I'm telling you, if you listen to what he's saying, and if you read what the laws and the interpretation of the laws really mean, you understand that to some level, right, he's not knowledgeable about his duties. And it's not showing shades at him or anything of the sort, because I want to be very respectful in this. You understand? But the things that he said there is an insult to the fundamental intelligence of anybody that calls himself a teacher. You understand? Because a teacher is first a student. And to be a student, you have to study. And to become a teacher, you still have to study. And therefore, a certain level of comprehension skills should exist as part of our character or part of our toolkit. If you read our laws and the interpretation of our laws, and you listen to what he said, he himself admit that there was no conciliation process. And so therefore, if there was no conciliation process, therefore means the conciliation process has failed because it was requested. And the next stage is arbitration. He tried to say that arbitration must be something that both parties, one party cannot request it. And that again, arbitration can be requested by the any of the parties, whether the employer, the employee, and even the minister in his best interest, right, based on the nature and the seriousness of the matter, can request arbitration, right? So again, I'm telling you, with confidence, we have checked all the boxes. And there's more I'd like to share with you. And I'll share it in due time. Right? But we today and let us participate in this